We're back to the Total Tutor Show, powered by the Beach Lifestyle Celebrity segment. And I'm, again, really excited to welcome back my co-host, GJ Reynolds, simplyg.com, and we are thechallenge.com, and soon beachlifestyle.com. GJ, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's been a crazy week. All good, and glad to be connecting with you again. We got a great show again.
Absolutely, and I'm enjoying connecting with you as well, G, because L.A. was crazy, and I don't think we've been on many interviews since then because that event was unbelievable and all those great guests. But I know we have a really interesting guy that's doing a lot of great work in the community in Florida, so go ahead and introduce him.
Well, our guest is a former professional football player, played for the Minnesota Vikings, played on one of the best teams ever in 1998, where they had the likes of Randall Cunningham, who we've had on our show, and Chris Carter, Brad Johnson, Randy Moss, and he's a wide receiver. Please welcome to the show, Tony Bland. How you doing, Tony?
Great. How's it going? Thanks for that awesome introductory. That's great.
GJ's fantastic introducing. It's a very good one, not like 2 hours like some radio hosts do, but he really gives the highlights of you. But I know I have one question, Tony, specifically just the background of your career and then life after football, and then we'll get into that whole situation and where you're going now. So tell us a little bit about your background now.
Wow, my background from St. Petersburg, here hailing in Tampa right now. Went to Florida A&M University, where I played for the Rattlers there. Had a great, outstanding football career. Went to from there got a free agent opportunity. Not drafted like everybody else. Just worked hard on a free agent opportunity, and that hard work let me sit there for 4 years, 2 years on the practice squad, and 2 years actively playing, which was awesome for me. And one of those years was, like you said before, there was that 16-win team that was one game from the Super Bowl.
And that must have been amazing. And I remember what happened. I remember that moment, and you guys were just unstoppable, and then the one game, and I'm sure you think about that game sometimes.
Absolutely, man. It was one field goal. I had never been in a game that close, either my whole career. We were unstoppable the whole season, and, it comes down to one field goal where the field goal kicker did not miss one field goal the whole season. And the very last one to take us to the Super Bowl got disappointed. But, it was okay. It was a great season. We learned a lot. It was an honor to be on a team like that. We said it in history. A lot of people still remember and recognize that team that I was able to play on.
Most definitely. And GJ, I guess we remember about superstars that are champions. We talk about the Vikings, but we also talk about our good friend Siobhan Stoddard in ways, because she was a two-time Olympian that went through something that was unexpected as well.
Right. Well, it happens, and here's what I've seen. With champions, they always meet adversity, and the true champions rise above that adversity, and we've had many people on the show who have risen above that adversity, and obviously, Tony, you've been able to do that, and you've been able to transition out of football and be very successful outside of football. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now with your PROtential Sports, and how you're helping youth, and a little bit of what's been going on since football.
Absolutely. Speaking of rising to the opportunity, after I finished football, it took me a while to kind of get a grip of what I wanted to do, since I really didn't achieve my full opportunity. Everybody wants to be a Hall of Famer. Everybody wants to go to the Pro Bowl. Everybody sets their sights on the highest achievements possible. So after leaving the NFL, I was feeling a bit shorted of getting done what I wanted to do. So it took me about, I'm going to say, a year, maybe a year and a half to really figure out what I wanted to do. And once I found out that giving back to the kids what I've inherited through the NFL is it was an awesome opportunity that I had. You know, I built me a platform off of after-school programs and summer camps, and that's been leading me the way for 9 years now. We set up all corporate units here in the Tampa area, which are really big and really growing. We've just franchised the whole concept, and the concept is teaching life through sports. We use sports as a base, but we teach our coaches to pull out everything that the kids need to learn from sports. Not the soccer goal, not the three-point shot, not the all-amazing dunk, not the long touchdown pass, but we take sportsmanship, teamwork, respect, listening, following directions to coaches, all of those things, and we concentrate on the kids learning those things. And these are early kids, so you know they really it's first time learning that this is what sports do, not the awesome plays that they like to make. So we just sold our first franchise a week ago, and we have 4 corporate units, and 2 more corporate units are actually about to come up also. So we're growing really fast. The concept is it's a need for the children in the community right now.
Okay, let's go, first of all, the after-school program. What makes it different than other after-school programs, Tony?
Well, what makes a difference is the mentorship that the kids get. You know, they have coaches that have been in that arena, coaches that have played college sports. They've been an athlete themselves, and they hold up and was about being an athlete. They all have coaches who they looked up to. So they are learning how to take the place of that coach that they look up to and have the kids look up to them. And that does wonders for the college athlete when they actually know or have an opportunity to bond with their fans. You know, and this, they don't really have fans yet at college unless they're outstanding, but you know, once you're giving back to a 5, 6, 7-year-old, and that person that kid knows no better, those all the way around, everybody's getting polished from it.
And I think that's very important because teaching character is such a key component. And wouldn't you agree, GJ? Character is one of the major important things of being a leader. You have to have character.
Well, absolutely, and you know it's one of the fundamental, cornerstones of being a leader, and obviously, providing that mentorship, developing that character, and obviously, it does start at a young age. Going back to my young age when I was, 10, 11, 12, Coach Dale Brown from LSU, some of the things that he taught, definitely had a major impact on me as a young boy, developing my character. Obviously, I've been very good at having very, outstanding role models, from my folks to teachers to coaches, and obviously, the man I am today, I go back to those cornerstones of that timeline. And so obviously, Tony, you're doing that, and you're doing that with, young kids and having that impact. And one thing that I was thinking about, is because my book, I wrote a book, and, one of the things is providing that coaching and mentorship. And a side note, we have a side dialogue. Maybe my book would be good for your organization, and so we can talk about that offline. So where do you see your business growing? Obviously, you're developing, growing it through, other communities. So where do you see the ultimate goal? And also, where can people find out more information about your PROtential Sports?
Absolutely. The ultimate goal, because we've been so successful in our little area, and every parent has been so excited and so happy for the program, and how the kids benefit and the parents benefit so much from the program. We know that it's a need throughout the whole United States. That's why we decided to franchise and use a strategic growth plan, growing from basically the inside out, just how we did. We started with one corporate unit, and now we're up to 5 corporate units in just this one area. We are looking to expand throughout our surrounding areas, St. Petersburg, Brandon, Clearwater, the whole Florida sector from there, and then we're looking to move on. Our website, www.PROtentialSports.com, has all the information to be able to contact us about our summer camps, our new places where we develop, and even a spot on there for any college athletes or anybody who wants to join our organization in the workforce. And all of that is available. We've been growing so fast. We like to say we were adding on what we're doing, but since we started to franchise, we started multiplying, and things are moving quick. Kids are turning their lives around. Parents are congratulating us on what we're doing for their kids. It's just been an amazing experience we've been doing this for 9 years, but since we blew up in franchising, all the benefits of what we're doing are basically trickling in right now. And it's a great experience right now. It's sort of similar to going into that big game, going game from the Super Bowl, the excitement that the crowd brought, it's kind of pushed right into what we're doing right now, and we've got this momentum, and we're moving forward fast.
Well, I think that's fantastic, Tony. And the question I have to also ask is, how do families pay for this? Is this what types of communities is this located in, or is there scholarships available for those in need?
There is a community, upper area communities that it's available in, but right now we're looking for some state-funded grants so we can be able to set up in any location. That's a part of our strategic growth. Right now we're focusing on franchising and putting the locations and redoing the models that we have, but we are looking to spread this thing throughout the United States and have every kid benefit from it.
All right, fantastic. And GJ, you know what question we're about to ask our guests at the end of the show? What's that question?
Well, Tony, what's your 90-day challenge for both yourself and your business?
My 90-day challenge for myself and my business?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a nice question. I love it, man. 90 days. I really like to turn some of it around. I do that every day, but I really like to get some kids and get the kids really understanding what sports can give to them and turn it over and make sure they understand that in their life so they can do it in their life, me personally. And that's always my work goal also. But really right now I have a 5-year-old who is just jumping into football, and I really coach him up a lot, and that's taken up a lot of my time. And just to get into that makes it fun, and coaching him up for the next 90 days is going to be an awesome opportunity, and I'm going to love it.
Well, I hope you enjoy that, Tony, and I really appreciate you coming on the show. Do you have, by the way, a Twitter for people to follow you as well, or is it more just the website to find information?
There is a website on the information, and I don't have a Twitter account, but I do have a NFL a way that you could follow me through WWSOT. It is a website for former NFL players, and there's some I'm on there. A lot of players that I play with are on there, and you could follow all the current events and everything, and it's basically just like Twitter. And if you tweet on there, if you write a message on there, it'll go through Twitter, and you'll be able to follow me from there. So go on that website, please follow me. You'll be able to be able to keep in contact with all the current events of NFL and PROtential Sports.
All right, well, fantastic, Tony, and GJ definitely wants to have a conversation offline, so we'll make sure that our director of PR contacts your publicist and sees how we can set it up, because GJ has the same type of vision as you do, empowering people's lives, and especially even children. So I know that you guys will be great connection, so we'll make sure that we stay in touch. So thanks for calling.
Absolutely, Dave.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, take care, Tony. Okay, bye-bye.
All right,
You're listening to the Beach Lifestyle Celebrity segment powered by Total Tutor, and we'll be back in just a moment.